My name is Amendala. This is my 4th semester at Berklee. I'm an electric bass performance major, and I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. People by my junior year were making decisions about college and what they wanted to do and where they wanted to go. I was kind of lost. I knew what I wanted to do, but I wasn't sure how to go about doing it. I was fortunate to have this teacher because he recommended Berklee to me, and he just said it fit really well for what I wanted to do and what I already knew and what I wanted to learn. It was fit my goals. So after I filled out my application, I picked a prepared piece, worked on it months ahead of time. Worked on the other stuff too. There's some online stuff to get you ready for the proficiency, like they have sight reading examples and stuff, and just a couple resources of what similar to what they're going to give you in the audition. So I was practicing those and mainly working on my prepared piece. I still practice my own stuff for fun, but most of my practice was for this. It was at Avatar Studios in Atlanta, Georgia. You go there and there's like this little room where you're waiting and stuff. They just call you down, and then it was a little stage, just a very small stage in like a rehearsal space. For my prepared piece, it was just bass and no other instruments. It was just solo bass. So I went up there, did my thing, played my prepared piece, and then afterward, I forgot the guy's name, but he was a piano player, and he came up, who was on the audition team, and played with me. We did some improv stuff. So I played some bass lines over some changes. We did some sight reading too. We did a little bit of ear training too. He'd play something on the piano and have me play it back on my bass. It was a lot of fun. Like they're really laid back. They don't make you feel uncomfortable or anything. And then after that we had the interview and just asked questions about like what I want to do here, what I could bring to the school, my personal goals, what I'm into, what I've been doing since I've been home musically, just what my regular routine is as being a musician at that time. Well, one of them would definitely have to be Prince. He's not really known for his bass playing, but the bass lines he does lay down, which on his older stuff he did almost all of it, was just outstanding. It's really just pockets. It's just nothing but groove. And that kind of stemmed from Larry Graham too, though, because Prince's biggest bass influence was Larry Graham from Sly and the Family Stone. In a lot of interviews, people have asked him about bass playing, he'll automatically just go, Larry Graham, that's all you need to know. Another would have to be Victor Wooten. I just came home from school one day, and my brother, I'd been playing bass for like a couple months, and my brother's like, listen to this, and I just totally freaked out, like how could someone be making all those sounds with just a bass and no effects or anything. So that was really cool, and from getting into that, it got me into a lot of different other bass players and stuff, like Jocko and Marcus Miller and Stanley Clark, and then that eventually, getting exposed to that type of bassy, more fusion-y stuff, eventually pushed me, just guided me into getting into jazz, straight-ahead jazz and stuff, which I wouldn't have gotten into if I hadn't been exposed to that, because it was like a little segue to expose me to everything else. Like I wouldn't even have gotten into Prince if it wasn't for getting into like Victor Wooten stuff, because he mentions that he really likes Prince. I was like, oh, Prince, what's the big hype about? And I listened to one of the recordings, was like, oh, that's what the hype is about. They're definitely like a lot of session players too, like Will Lee and Pino Palladino. Just got a great feel and just really sit in the pocket well. I declared performance major my second semester, halfway through my second semester. And you really start to do more of the performance major stuff during your 3rd and 4th semesters. Like you get 1-hour lessons during those 3rd and 4th semesters. After the 3rd and 4th semesters, half of the hour lesson is recital prep. Right now I'm experiencing just the full hour lessons, and they're a lot of fun. You get to spend 30 minutes was fun. We took advantage of the time, but having that extra hour really helps me as a performer, just get a little extra input from the teachers that we might not be able to have during a 30-minute lesson or something. You get to take a lot of cool classes being a performance major. There's recital prep for a performance major, which I'm taking in the fall, which should be fun. It's with the teacher that I've taken before. I'm still doing my last semester of core music stuff right now, like harmony, ear training, and trad harm and stuff. When that's done, which will be at the end of the summer, my fall schedule, it opens up to do just a lot of labs and ensembles and really fun stuff that you'll have room for as a performance major, and that'll help you as a performer. Something that I've noticed, including myself in this statement, that a lot of people struggle with coming here as a bass player. Reading and walking a lot of bass players, new bass players who come here who haven't had experience doing that have some trouble with it. I know I definitely did. It took me a long time to get better at that stuff. So I would just say practice reading, maybe 20 minutes a day. It's more of it's just a consistency thing. The walking, listening to great walking bass players, like Ray Brown, Ron Carter. Get books, ideas, seek a teacher, transcribe really nice walking bass lines. Those are the two fundamental things that are really important that I think a lot of new bass players that come here struggle with. Most of us will be put in a certain level of a reading lab or a walking bass lab. So it'd be great to have a little heads up on that. Even if you're brand new to it, just a little bit of just checking it out would help. 5 years from now, I would like to be playing upright. I'm an electric bass player right now, and I've always really wanted to play upright, but they're kind of expensive if you don't own one. So 5 years from now, I would like to be doing grad school and playing upright, lots of upright. It's always been something I've really wanted to do.